Hey guys, so welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know who I am Roima Vetre, and today we are going to be playing around with my new Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. So, sorry for the glare. There she is, looking beautiful and stunning. So I'm actually going to do something a little bit crazy. I actually saw one of my favorite YouTubers post a video on this, a full face using only the lip kit. So I am going to link her account down below, and you guys should definitely go follow her. She's absolutely amazing. But yeah, I saw her video and I was totally inspired. I wanted to get my hands in the lip kit and do the same video as well. So since we are a different skin tone, I thought that I would be adding my little 2 cents in, kind of showing you guys how you can definitely use this bad boy here in many different ways. But yeah, the lip colors are matte, and we are going to go in and start this. So yeah guys, I'm going to start off with my foundation, of course. Okay guys, so I actually went ahead and mixed my foundation shade already, and I took these 2 colors here to kind of get a nice base. So I took the numbers 8 and the primary 4. So this color here and the yellow. And I mixed that to kind of get my skin tone. I mean, obviously it's not going to be perfect, but we are definitely going to try and see what we can get here. So I already went ahead and mixed it on my dish, and I'm using the dish that the kit came with and the little brush and spatula. So I'm going to just take a couple dollars of this and just spread it all over my face. And I don't want to waste the product, so I'm just going to do a nice thin layer of foundation. But yeah guys, let's see how this applies. And let me zoom you guys in. As you can see, it's quite a bit darker, but I think it's going to work. And then I'm just going to take a synthetic brush here, and I'm going to blend it in. And as you can see, that's one side of my face, and then the other side. So I'm just going to go in and do the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Okay guys, as you can see, I did the foundation. Now we're going to go in with concealer. And I went ahead and I mixed the concealer as well, just to save on time. And this is the color that we got. So what I did is I used the same base from my foundation, and I just added a little bit of white. I was going to start off with more like a peachy tone, but I thought this would be a lot easier. So that is the color that we have. And again, going in with the spatula, and I will dot that underneath my eyes and any areas of my face that I want to highlight. Using the same brush as well to blend that in. And then just to note, it isn't blending like incredibly amazingly, but it is a lot easier than I originally thought it was going to be. So this formula, I can already tell I'm going to be obsessed with. Okay, so those are the main areas that I'm going to be highlighting today. I'm going to go in and blend that in with the brush now. I think it's blending a lot easier now that I have like a base of the lipstick on the entire face, so I actually am loving this even more. And oh, look at it, just blends in so nice. Look at that coverage, seriously, that is incredible. I'm sorry, I'm just a little surprised right now. This is amazing. I wasn't expecting these to perform as well as they are doing right now. Okay, so I am going to go in any areas I feel need a little bit more coverage, even though this is already providing excellent coverage. Just right in here. As for the actual look of my skin, it's not looking terrible. I don't feel like it's accentuating any of my fine lines or my pores, but, well, maybe my pores a little bit, but still, for a lipstick, amazing. Okay, so that is basically the concealer done. I am going to go in and further blend this out, and then we can move on to the next step of the makeup. Okay guys, so that is basically the foundation done. I'm actually not going to do any powder because I don't want the other products to kind of disrupt what's going on the face. So I am just going to leave it at that. My skin doesn't really feel like it has anything on it just because I did such thin layers of the product. It feels quite nice actually. For the next step, we're going to do blush. So I actually mixed the colors 12 and then some more of that primary 4, which is the yellow color. And I have it on the dish here. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that up, and then we can do the blush. Okay, so this is where I think the blending is going to get a little bit tricky. I guess we'll see how it goes. I am going to do the same thing where I dot it, but not too heavily, just because I don't want it to kind of leave any marks. Okay, and then I would go in with the same brush that we've been using, just the other side, the clean side, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. As you can see, it's blending quite nice. Not as nice as the concealer did, but it's still pretty amazing, especially for a product that claims that it's matte. Okay, just because I want the tops to kind of blend a little nicer, I'm going to go in with a different brush. This is just like a flat top kabuki, and I'm going to blend in the rest of that blush. At this point, I feel like the entire look is starting to get just a teeny tiny bit cakey, but only if you look up close. If you look from afar, it looks absolutely stunning. It does not look like I used any lipsticks at all. So we are going to go in and do the other side, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so that's basically the face done. I'm not going to do any highlight just because the palette doesn't include anything shimmery. Obviously it's all matte lip colors, so I'm going to opt out of that. I think we're going to do a little bit of contouring then. I wasn't going to, but what is a face without contour? So I'm going to go in using the same spatula we've been using, and I think I'm going to take this color here, and that is number 6, and apply that as my contour today. I'm just going to scrape a little bit of the product out, apply it to my little dish there. It's right there. And this time I will be taking another brush here. I'm going to go in and apply that to the places where I normally would contour. So since that's kind of more on the reddish side, I'm going to opt out of using this on the rest of my face and just kind of use this as a darker blush almost to contour. So I'm going to go in and further blend that out. As you can see, we are sculpted. Actually looks pretty nice. I'm so impressed by how these products blend in together. Okay, so that's my contour done. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side now, and then I'm going to take my flat top brush and further blend that in. Okay guys, so that's basically the face completely finished then. I am opting out of highlight because the kit, since they're all matte colors, doesn't come with highlight obviously, and I don't really want to put white on my face. So I'm going to opt out of that, but as you can see, everything's looking pretty nice. I mean, up close it's looking pretty cakey, but I mean, it looks amazing, seriously. A lot better than what I expected. Okay, I guess we can move on to brows. I am going to just use the straight up black color and maybe mix a little bit of the number 8 in it. So I think I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the black and a little bit of number 8. Kind of get my brow color here. Okay guys, so we'll start on the brows, and I'm using just a brow brush for that, and I'm going to go in. This is the color that I achieved right there. I'm going to use the rest of that black for my eyeliner, and let's do the brows. So first off, I'm going to brush my brows out, make sure there's no excess product in there, and to make sure that my brows are nice and groomed. And then we will go in and apply. Okay, so there is one brow done. I'm going to go off camera and do the other brow, and then we will be back for the eyes, guys. Okay guys, so those are brows done. They're a little tiny bit darker than I wanted them to be, but I think they look great. So yeah, we can move on to eyes now. I think what I'm going to do for the eyes is try to do a smoky eye. Something softer, not too dramatic, but I did want to have a little more fun with it and not do something easy. So I think for my base color, I'm going to do a little bit of this bright orange here, and that is number 7, and add a couple of the darker colors, so the 6 and the 13, I think. So these two colors here, and apply that to the crease, and we will see what we get. And then for my inner corner highlight, I think I'm going to do a little bit of the white. Okay, so typically I would start off with my lighter colors, but I think for this look we're going to start off with the darker colors. So I am going to just kind of blot off the excess oil on my eyelids, and since I can't use a powder to kind of set that, we are going to dip right into the colors. So this is where I have all of the colors. I'm going to start off with a blending brush here, and I'm going to dip into that medium tone brown that I pointed out, that number 6. And I'm going to apply that all over the crease. As you can see, that blended out nicely. And then we are going to go into that darker color that I showed you, so the number 13. And we're going to apply that really close, nice and tapered, nothing crazy. I'm going to take a smaller brush here and blend out those edges a little bit. Okay, and then to further blend that out, I'm going to use that same blending brush that we used for the beginning color, and I'm just going to do a very light blending job here because I don't want to lose too much of that opacity from that deeper burgundy color, but we really want to make sure everything is nice and blended. Okay, so there is that color blended out. Next shade, I'm going to dip into that bright orange color, and that is going to be our main lid color. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm just tapping it so that I have more control over where I'm placing the color. Okay, so there is that orange color blended. Now I'm going to take that same brush that I was using, and I'm going to take the orange color and I'm going to transfer that to the bottom here. And then I'm going to go back to that brush that we used for the deeper purple color, and I'm going to use that on the other lower lash and blend it out. Okay, next up we will be dipping into the white for the highlight, and I don't think I'm actually going to do a brow bone highlight today, but I definitely will be doing an inner corner highlight. And as you can tell, these colors are super opaque, so a little bit of product really does go a long way. I am super happy with that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and then we will be back for the liner. Okay guys, so both eyes are done. Next part is the eyeliner, which is kind of the most exciting part for me. So I am going to go ahead and try to attempt to do this. So we're just going to take the black, not mixing it with anything else, and we're just going to take a little teeny tiny little brush like this. And we're going to attempt to do some eyeliner today. Okay, so far so good. And remember guys, I don't know if these products are eye safe. I'm assuming that they are if you can put them on your lips, but you never know. Just be careful if you're doing this at home. And I actually don't recommend you to do it at home at all. So yeah, especially if you have sensitive skin, be careful with what you're doing. Oh, there we go. Okay guys, so I did want to do a little more of a dramatic wing, but just be careful if you're playing around with these products because as you can tell, it's already starting to crease. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but the oils on my skin are definitely breaking through and kind of creasing the product. So just be careful if you're doing this at home. This is definitely not meant for this, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'm actually going to use just a regular eyeliner for the waterline because I don't know if these products are going to irritate my eyes or not, and I don't want to really push it with that part of my eye. So I'm going to take one of the ColourPop eyeliners, I think it's in the color Swerve, just a black liner, and I'm going to use that in my waterline, and then have the other eye finished, and then we can move on to lips. Okay guys, so I am back with eyes done. I can tell you right off the bat that was a challenge. So I attempted to put on mascara with just the black lipstick, and I kind of rubbed it into the spoolie and applied it that way. And it literally was getting all over the damn place. So that, I mean, that was the best that I could do with what I had. And I mean, I think it looks decent. It's not amazingly fabulous, but it's definitely a lot harder than you think it's going to be. So as you can see, my face literally is eating this makeup. And I mean, it's obvious. I knew that was going to happen, but it did perform a lot better than I originally thought right off the bat. My skin still feels pretty decent in the areas where I did apply more than one layer of product. It is feeling a bit tacky, but I mean, it wasn't meant for your base. So yeah, I mean, besides that, I think this is a beautiful look. It's looking really nice. We're going to finish her off with a little bit of lipstick, which finally is what this product was meant for. So I'm going to take the lip brush that came with the product, and I'm going to dip into the color 3, which is the most beautiful color. I am obsessed with it, and I'm going to apply that into my brush, and I think I might zoom you guys in a bit more. And right off the bat, you can tell it's very opaque and it just covers so nicely. It feels like nothing on the lips so far. Okay, so that's lips done, and I will zoom you guys out so you can see the final look. Okay guys, so there is the final look. I think it looks absolutely amazing for what we are using here today. As you can see, my oils are starting to peek through, but I actually like that. It's giving me kind of like this glow. I'm loving it. So yeah, this is the final look. It definitely does not perform well on the eyes or the face. I don't recommend doing this ever, but if you're having fun playing around and you want to try it, just be careful. I am experiencing just the tiniest bit of stinging around the eyes. I don't know if that's from the dyes in the lipsticks, but it wasn't meant to be there. But just so you are aware of that, I am feeling just the slightest bit of stinging. I'm definitely gonna go right away and wash this off. But yeah, I am totally obsessed with this look. It's super cute, and the lipsticks did perform a lot better than I thought they were going to. So there it is, a full face of makeup using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Kit. So I definitely recommend you guys to go grab this. I think it's a lot of fun to play with. I'm definitely going to be doing a lip swatch video for you guys and kind of like a little mini review of it, but I guess you already know my final thoughts on it because I do love this product. Yeah, so keep your eyes open for that. I hope you guys had fun with me today, just playing around with these lip colors, and I am Rema Bedre again for those of you that don't know. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you haven't. Join the family, it is ever growing. And until next time guys, gracias por todo el amor que estoy recibiendo as always. And I love you guys.